Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Kid Boy Cooper from the Change Makers, and we're going to talk a little bit about getting you all set up so that you can vote in November. And one of the things that is really important about any of this is that you really need to make sure that you are registered to vote before October 5th, which is the deadline. So the earlier you make sure that you're registered to vote, or you register to vote, the better. It will give you peace of mind, and you'll be able to sleep a little bit better knowing that you're not letting other people decide how your reality is going to shape up. So we are here on the website. All of this information will be in the description for this video, but the website we are on is right here. It is called indianavoters.in.gov. So if you type that into your search bar, it's going to bring you to this page. And on this page, you have the option to register to vote. I'm just going to click through some of these so that you kind of get an idea of what you're looking at and what you're going to be asked, okay? So we'll do register to vote first. And so here, it kind of takes you through all of the steps. It's really quick and easy. Again, upcoming election is November 3rd, and the deadline to register to vote is October 5th, 2020. That's really important that you know that, because if you're not registered to vote and you miss the deadline, you're not going to be able to vote. And that means that someone else has the opportunity, or more of an opportunity, to decide what your future is going to look like, where your tax dollars go, and what amenities and what access that you're going to have moving forward with this new candidate, presidency, all of that stuff, right? So when you go to register, it gives you all a basic description of all of the things that you're going to need. All right, you basically just your driver's license, or your state ID. You obviously have to be a citizen. You need to be 18 years of age or older, and you want to have lived in your precinct at least 30 days, all right, before the general election. So most of you all who live in Indiana or Allen County or the surrounding areas have probably lived in your precinct for longer than 30 days, so you should be good. And obviously you can't be currently imprisoned or being convicted of a crime. So if you don't have any judgments and things like that against you, and you're not incarcerated currently, if you're incarcerated currently and you're watching this video, that's interesting. But if you do not have any active, crimes or have been convicted or anything like that, then you should be good to go. You're going to want to enter your name first, last, and then your driver's license. You'll click accept terms, and then if you don't know if you are registered to vote, you can check there, which is check registration status. That's generally what I do, because I always forget whether I'm registered to vote or not. I tend to move kind of fast, and so sometimes I just want to make sure. So you can either check your status. I'll put my name in here. So that's Kid Boy Cooper. And once I check my status, I'm not going to put my license number in there because you guys don't need to know that. But yeah, you'll be able to check your status, begin a new registration if you've never registered before, or if you're not sure but you know that your information has changed, you can update your registration. That's really important too, because you don't want to have an out-of-date registration and then you go to try to vote and they're just like, no, and then you be all pissed off, and I'll be sad for you too. All right, so that's registering to vote. Now let's check your registration status. Again, you can do all of that through registering to vote, but if you're pretty sure you're already registered but you want to check, you want to go ahead and check your registration record. You're going to put your first and last name in there, your date of birth, and the county that you are registered in. For me, that is Allen. For you, that may be one of these other things, right? But you're going to want to make sure that you check your registration status, and then you hit submit, and then it'll go ahead and find your information and process it all. All right. Now we're going to do vote by mail or traveling abroad. Apply online / get the forms. So this is the voter registration absentee forms page, and so it says here you can visit my portal. So basically, if you click there, you'll put your first and your last name in, your date of birth, the county that you live in, And basically what it's going to do is take you into your portal that has all of your voter information in it. And basically from there, it will kind of walk you through your next steps. But again, it's all centralized in one location. You don't have to go and do all kinds of crazy other stuff. That's kind of the process for that. And through that, you can go ahead and get your absentee forms and things like that. Now, if you are not trying to vote by mail and you're not trying to do any of that stuff, you really want to make sure that you know where your polling locations are. And again, you're going to go to your polling location, you put your name, date of birth, your county, and then it'll put your precinct, or your county, here, and then the county that you're registered in, and then you'll click submit, and it'll take you to all of the places where you're supposed to be able to vote. It will have all of this information listed for you. It's a really pretty simple process, but you gotta know where you're going. And obviously, election security, this is if you want to learn more about the security that goes into the entire process, that's where you're gonna go to find it. But it's really a simple process, but it's very, very, very important that we make sure we're registered to vote by October 5th, because we want to steer things in the direction that we want. That's the entire reason that you vote, is to put people in place to do your bidding, okay? Basically, it's a boss move. You push people in a direction you want them to be in, and when they get to acting up, you push them right back out. Like, that's just how it goes. So anyway, so that's basically how that goes. And if you guys have any more questions, please let me know, and we can walk through some of this stuff together. I just don't want you to miss the opportunity to vote. This is a really important election, and us as young people, we have numbers that we have just never had before, and we want to use them to our advantage. And we are a growing group of people, and we want to make sure that we have a say-so in how this nation shapes up, and that it will reflect our values the way that we want them to be. So, okay, that is just a quick once over of the Indiana voters.in.gov voter portal. This is where you go to register to vote. This is where you check where your voting location is. This is where you check your voting status. This is where you apply for a mail-in ballot. So you all let me know if you have any further questions. We can make more videos. There will be more dialogue about this in the future, but I just wanted to get this out there because it's just really important we start internalizing this information, and we can do it quick. Some of us, sometimes we feel like it's going to be such a long process. We don't know what to do. You know, we're going to demystify all of that stuff for you in quick fashion. That way, you know, we all know we got lives, we got stuff to do. So we're going to make this happen quick and get it done and move on, because once we vote and we do our part, the next step is making sure that candidates do what we want them to do. And so we'll keep an eye on it the way that we're doing now, and make sure that people continue to exercise our will and our best interests. And with the change makers, that is what we're focused on doing. We're focused on making sure that our elected officials are accountable, but we gotta all vote, because those numbers are super respected. Those votes are like gold, and people can't get around your votes. So especially because we are the growing generation, they can't stop us, y'all. So let's make them pay. Let's make them do what we want them to do. So anyway, all right, that's it. I will make another video later if you guys have any questions. Peace out.